Join us for a break.
A boba break.
I'm your host, Zara.
And I'm your other host, Grace. And what are you drinking today?
So, I was going to make hot cocoa. It is not hot cocoa weather outside. So, instead, I got some strawberry soda, which is
Ooh,
cool. It's nice. I love strawberry soda. It's tasty.
nice, nice.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a homemade coffee. It's
That
pistachio and
cover's so
vanilla.
cute.
Isn't it? It's from Five Below. It's got like for listeners, it's got little strawberries on it and then like a fun little like plastic lid and a straw. It's great.
Yeah, the little plastic lid looks like jam dripping down.
Yes.
It's so cute.
Comes with like a straw cover too that has a little strawberry on it. I just
Oh,
don't
that's
need a
so
straw cover at
cute.
home.
Yeah.
So
I do use them at work because, listen, bitch, there's a lot of dust at work, okay? And if you have ever worked in one of those settings where people think it's like the cleanest place ever and you're like, stuff sits here every single day. It's dusty. I'm not going to work without a straw cover. I refuse.
I don't even blame you.
Yeah. But yeah. So guys, we've done it again. We, for what, the third time in a row, are moving at exactly the same time, basically. And
It's
at this
magical.
point, it's a miracle. We do it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and each time it's been like not a planned move,
No.
like not like our leases are ending or anything. This time for me, I got fired, so I'm moving back home to live with my mom for a bit so that I can save some money.
Yeah. We're moving because okay, well, it's more than one reason. The main reason is, and this is really sad, between the two of us, Darnell and I, we make um a little over 4,000 a month, and we can't live on our own for $4,000 a month, which is really crazy. But between like car insurance, our health insurance, food, gas, getting back and forth from work, the actual like rent and everything else, we just can't afford it. And I know a lot of people are, mostly older people are like, well, you just need to cut your spending. And to that, I say, we have canceled almost every single subscription that we have. The only one we haven't canceled is my Spotify. That's
You need
it.
the Spotify. You need the Spotify.
And like $12 a month is not what's making or breaking us. It's the fact that $4,000 a month is not enough for two people to live on their own. And that is very sad.
Yeah, I was barely making it by with 2,000 a month on my own.
Yeah. And it's not great. It's not great, guys. But yeah, so we are moving to my mom's. But this isn't like we're both basically almost in our 30s and mooching off of my mom. We're going to be paying bills and taking on like household responsibilities and stuff, but saving up money so that we'll actually be able to afford to live on our own in like a year and a half.
It's usually a good decision. It's what I'm doing too. But like
Yeah,
also, I'm so tired. I just need a little breaky break.
same. Ugh. Life is exhausting, you guys. It's so
For real.
exhausting.
I want
Like,
to be able to afford like podcast stuff and
yes, I wanna
other
be able to
stuff.
afford and have time for content creation, and I have been neglecting my content creation. I am basically not a streamer anymore because I have not had the time or the gusto, um, to stream.
Yeah. I've had a lot of time recently. I've streamed a lot.
You
Like a lot.
have, like, almost every day.
Yeah. Yeah, but low-key, it's because I also need the money.
Hey, that's a good motivator. That is your job right now.
Yeah. But I
Money
did finish a few games that I've been not playing.
Yes.
So
You
that's fun.
finished Stray, which I still have to play. I purposely did not finish watching you play. I did come in, see it for a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, this is cute." And then you proceeded to tell me that the ending was a fuck ass ending. So I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's good." I
It
get to look forward
was
to it.
I cried. It was sad. But not as sad as some of the other endings of other games that I've had. It's like medium sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the part of the podcast where I have to tell you something very sad. And I have to tell you this sad thing because, well, before I get to that, we have our new background for the YouTube posts. And in it, you're going to see Kyo, which is Grace's cat. And there you're going to see Aurora, which is my dog. Now,
And
this
you're
is the part.
definitely not seeing me move around on screen. Shh, you guys don't see that.
um, this is where the sad part comes in. Um, a few days ago,
Oh, yeah.
a few days ago, my dog got very, very ill. She couldn't breathe. She's had cancer for about 3 years. Um, she couldn't breathe. She was having a really hard time. I got to my mom's house, which is where my dog was staying, after one of my 12-hour shifts. And my grandmother was like, I don't know if you've talked to your mom. We're going to take your dog to the vet on Thursday because she's having a hard time. I go see my mom, and my dog isn't able to really breathe that well. And I was like, this can't wait. I think we need to take her to the emergency vet. So after my 12-hour shift, we go to the emergency vet at like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, I want to say, at some point, because we had picked up Daru first. We get there, they take her back immediately. And we're there for almost 2 hours. And the vet takes us back into a room. Um, and she basically says to us, we can't get her stable. She has fluid in her lungs and around her lungs. We don't know why. She said it could be heart failure. It could be that she has internal bleeding from the cancer, the mastitis that she has. And she was like, we could keep her overnight and see if we can stabilize her. And then at that point, I'm like, my dog has been suffering so much. She hasn't eaten in multiple weeks, really. She's barely eating. And now she's possibly bleeding into her chest. And I'm like, I don't want her to suffer anymore. And I think that it might be time for her. And then the vet looks at me and said, that was going to be my other suggestion. And when a vet tells you that that's one of their suggestions, then basically, really what they're saying
That's the
is,
choice, yeah.
if you want to try to keep your dog alive longer, then I will do my best. But ultimately, this is the choice. Because they're not going to tell you to put your dog to sleep unless that
Unless it's bad, yeah.
is what you need. And my dog's oxygen was really low. She wasn't having a good time. I'm not gonna cry, guys. I'm gonna try my best to not cry. That was my baby. But she was just suffering. And so through my sobbing, I was like, I think that it's time. And everybody there was so kind. And she was like, I think that's a really good choice. And I think that's a really kind choice for you to make. Um, and since my dog needed oxygen, we couldn't have her in the room to spend time with her before. We had to go back into the back area of the animal hospital where she was in. I don't know if you've ever seen the things that they use to give animals oxygen, because they don't put them in masks or anything. They put them into these boxes that are filtering in pure oxygen. Um, so the vet tech opened the door of this thing for us, and we were just cuddling her and giving her lots of love, covering her in lots of tears. And she
Aw.
wanted to be held. She wanted to get out of there. And I was like, you can't come out of there. And we were loving on her for about 20 minutes, but she was coughing a lot, and it wasn't good. And so I was like, yeah, it's time. And then we spent time with her after. We spent time with her after. Um, and we're gonna plant a tree in her memory. But yeah, it's sad.
I
Um,
totally forgot that we had her in the fucking background.
yeah. So now we're both crying.
Sorry, I started it.
Oh, So yeah, it's really sad, but now we have something as like a memorial to her for our podcast and it's really sweet. And I do miss her a lot, but I'm really glad that I made the choice that I did because it was the best choice for her.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than letting her suffer.
Yeah. And this is something where when I made the choice, she was like, "Do you want to be there when it happens?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's not even a question."
Of
Like
course.
she has been there for me through like every good and bad thing in my life since I got her. Like I can be there like during that moment, you know?
Yeah.
So I was. Oh man. But yeah. Um at the same time, uh I also basically at the same time found out my stepfather is back in the hospital because he has sepsis at the surgical site. Got infected from where he had his heart surgery, where they put him on full bypass and then had to go in and take care of one of the valves that was leaking. Um, so, needless to say, I tried to go to work the next day. I got all the way to work, and I had been crying from the time I woke up that morning to when I got to work. And then I was like, I don't know how I'm going to work today. I don't know if I should call out or not. And then Dara was like, just call out if you need to. And I was like, okay. So I'm like calling my manager on the phone while I'm crying, and I'm like, I can't come into work today. And I'm like sobbing, like barely coherent. She's like, it's okay. Just keep me updated. Do what you got to do, and I'll see you on Friday. And I was like, okay. And then
Aw.
I hung up, and then, yeah, I ended up spending that day with my mom. But yeah, so, um, some not great things happening, but there are also good things too.
It's
Um,
always the beginning of the year, man.
it really is. I'm so sorry I made you cry.
I had the audacity in January to say, this year started out a little too boring."
Yeah, why did you do that?
I don't know.
Why did you do
I
that?
don't know. I was like, "I'm gonna re-download Hinge, see what happens, get popping with it, see what fucked up shit walks into my life," and then
Yeah.
nothing to do with Hinge, fucked up shit walked in. Said, "You rang?"
I have exciting news to share, but I think before we get to the happy news, we need to talk about you getting fired.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so first of all, it was complete bullshit. Like, if I had been fired because I was not good at my job, I would be like, "Yeah, I knew from the beginning I was bad at the
Yeah.
job.
You would be
I just
like,
didn't do the
I'll
job."
take the L on that and walk away. It's fine.
But when the manager called me to fire me, right after stream, by the way, she was like, "The other day was your last day at work." And I was like, well, she said, "Saturday was your last day at work." And I went, "First of all, I didn't work Saturday. So Friday was my last day at work, actually." And then I was like, "Why am I being fired?" And she had to think about it. By the way, this is the same manager that has body shamed me in the past. So,
Fucking
and
bitch.
I've known she hasn't liked me for a really, really long time because she was really obvious about it. She wasn't sly about her dislike towards me. She's like super ageist motherfucker,
Mm.
which is crazy because she can't do her job either. She's a terrible manager. Terrible. We were always out of stuff even though we told her we needed it and she wouldn't order it and she'd never answer her phone when we had problems, blah blah blah. That's besides the point. Basically she told me that they were unhappy with my performance, which is crazy because I have the exact same if not better numbers than most of my coworkers. And then she kind of like she started off by saying that some people have been saying that I've been saying that I just don't feel like doing my job that day, which by the way I've never said ever. Like, maybe I've been like, "I don't feel like doing this part of the job right now, but I have the whole day, so I could do it, like, in an hour."
Yeah.
Which is fine because there's no set time in which you're supposed to do the specific stuff as long as it's within the day.
Yeah.
And then when I called her out on that, I was like, Okay, so you're taking rumors." She was like, "Well, we've also talked to you multiple times about things you're doing wrong." And I went, "No, you haven't." pull up one instance of you doing that shit because I know you haven't. Because, like, they have talked before in general about, like, things that need to be fixed. They're like, "We should be better about, doing the callbacks." And I'm like, "Oh, am I doing them all right? Like, should I change the way I'm doing them?" Every time it's like, "No, no, it's not you, it's others." That's not talking to someone. No. In fact, that's confirming that I'm doing a great job. All I ever was told was that I was doing a great job. So how am I supposed to fix something? So that's how I know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Absolute bullshit. And I know that the manager has been just whispering in the fucking owner's ear, but whatever. So they fired me and I went to drop off my key and that was whiplash because the owner was there and he gave me a hug and he was like, "I'm so sorry." But yeah, it was just all really fucked up.
Yeah. Ugh, oh my god. And it's just, like, wild too because I feel like it's I don't know, I feel like you've had really bad experiences with jobs since I've known you. I mean, even since before I've known you, but it's like every single job you have, there's, like, some fuck ass thing that happens, and I'm just like, your life is a movie, but, like, a really bad one.
A really bad one.
A really bad one.
Yeah, I'm like the character that they keep trying to give like character development to, but like in the most horrible ways possible.
And they're like, yeah, this'll get the views."
Yeah, I actually was having a conversation with one of our friends the other night who it was just me and them playing and they went I was saying something that had happened and they went, "How are you so happy all the time? It actually freaks me out." And I was just like, "Dude, I don't know. You just got to you got to see the light, man."
You just gotta go with the vibes, even if the vibes
Yeah.
are fuck ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. You just got to vibe even if the vibes are fuck.
but it's okay because now you get to move home and you're gonna be close to our friend Jingles.
Yes, yes. Yeah, the other night we were sitting in call. I think it was last night actually. I don't know why I'm saying the other night. Last night we were sitting in call and I went, Sonic." And Jingles went, Sonic." And I was like, "If only we lived right next to each other right now.
You guys could have gone out and got
We could have
Sonic
gone got Sonic."
together. That's the kind of friends you need to live close to, where you're like, "Hey, it's like 3 AM. Do you wanna go to Sonic?"
Literally. Literally.
Oh my god.
There
That's
is
why
a 24
food
hours Dutch Bro near my
Ooh.
mom's house.
Oh my god, speaking of which, I found out the other day that we do actually have a Dutch Bros here.
Really?
Yeah,
Where?
we have one, like,
Is it like far away from you?
not that far
Oh,
away. So I'm like, "I'm gonna have to go and try it because you talk about it all the time." So I'm like,
I love it. I love it.
"I gotta try it."
If a coffee could jerk me off, it would be Dutch Bros. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
That one's going into our quote board after this.
Yeah, I
Oh my
said
god.
it.
You know what? I like that you're doubling down on it. That's great. I love that. I love that for you.
I didn't mean for it to come out of my mouth, but I meant it. Every word.
Hey, the heart wants what the heart wants, okay?
True. 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 I say stuff all the time that I didn't want to come out but meant. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
hence the
Oh
quote
my
board.
god. Should we talk about my happy, exciting news?
Yes.
So, I have been waiting for this forever. I have wanted this for like the past 6 months at least. And on the 14th of February, I got engaged, you guys. I am an engaged
Yes.
woman. My fiance and I are going to have to start planning for that. But I'm engaged. Did I tell you guys that?
Let's fucking go.
I'm just so excited. And I don't remember. How was it that you found? I think because I told the group chat first and then you were like, I'm sorry, excuse me?
Yeah, so this has happened twice.
Yeah, it has.
And they were like pretty much back to back.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wake up, I go into the group chat, and there's a picture of the ring, and I went,
Yeah. the other thing happened before that.
Yeah, mhm,
I
mhm.
mean, you can tell them. It's not a
I think
secret.
we told them last
Did we?
episode. Yeah,
I don't
about
remember
you
at this point.
they're trying for a kid, and
Yeah,
I found out by going into our group, like, Discord, and there's a brand new section called Zara's baby stuff,
yeah.
and I went, "What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean?"
But it's funny because I really don't remember if we talked about this last episode or not, but you thought that I was already pregnant. And I
Yeah,
was like, no, no, not yet, not yet.
and I remember messaging you being like, "Hello? The fuck?
Question mark?
I better be the
Hello?
first one to find out in the friend group that you're pregnant.
Oh,
I
it
better
will
not
be
find
you.
out by a group announcement again."
No, no, I will actually message you. That would be fuck ass if you found out from the group chat that I was pregnant.
I'd start doubting if I was your best friend.
Shit, nobody else is.
Shit, I'm starting to be grouped in with the rest of them. What the fuck?
No, no, no. You will be the first to know.
Good, good.
You will get a special announcement.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Can I come visit you?" Or no, "I'll pay for you to come visit me."
Like, I've just been feeling like I want to see you recently. Like, I bought you a plane ticket.
Right, and then the first thing you're gonna be like, "Are you pregnant?"
Honestly, I think I'm like not there enough that I would be like, yeah, okay, cool. We're just hanging out. She wants to see me, guys. I wonder why. I wouldn't know. I don't think I'd know.
Listen, I just want it to be known that I would hang out with her anyways. It's just the money issue. It's not it's not that I only wanna
Well,
hang out with her during special occasions.
it's
It's
just the
just
flight
we're
from me to
poor.
you is like $500.
Yeah, it's not cheap, so yeah, that's a
Nope.
fourth of the, month of pay, so
Yeah. Yeah, so I have to start saving up for the ticket to come see you when you do have a kid.
yes. Yes,
I'll be
yes.
fine though because I won't be paying rent for a little bit. So,
That's true. Neither will we, technically.
also true.
We will have a fully outfitted shed for our desks and everything, though, because, yeah.
Yeah.
We
So it's kind of a small house for that many people to be living in.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a very tiny house. Yeah. So, it's fine. But
'Cause guess
yeah,
what, guys? I've been in her house before.
yes, that is true. She's had to experience my grandmother as a person.
Yeah, dude, I never expected her to be that racist, you know? Like, I didn't expect for it to flow out so casually.
I warned you. I warned you. So,
And I was only a little shocked because you warned me.
yeah. Hey, I make sure to, like, prepare people beforehand. I'm like, "She's not gonna say anything about you, but she's gonna say a lot of racist stuff, and she's gonna say it like it's a joke, and she's gonna expect you to laugh. Don't laugh at it because you're just gonna fuel it." She's gonna
Yeah,
keep going.
I don't remember what she said, but I remember the first thing I went, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't matter how many times I correct her, how many times I'm like, "That's not okay," because she just
You need a
laughs it
squirt
off and
bottle.
keeps going. Right, just like the
Squirt
cat.
bottle for Gram
"Bad,
Gram.
bad."
Yeah, exactly. You can get them for
Oh
like
my god.
$5 at Target.
Right, you get them for like $1.50 at the dollar store.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I always
but no,
forget the
yeah,
dollar store
it's
exists.
which is crazy for being a broke bitch. You gotta be a
I
broke
just
bitch
don't
better.
shop. I just don't shop. I
Okay,
just don't
maybe
go
you're
anywhere.
broke bitching better than the rest of us then, actually.
I just don't do shit. I just become a hermit at home. I'm pretty sure I haven't left the house in like 4 days.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and it's great because everyone with my location on Life 360 can see it.
You
Um,
okay?
literally, it's always just like, "You haven't left your house in so long." I'm like,
You're
"Yeah,
just
well,
vibing. It's called being
what am I gonna
unemployed.
do? I can't afford gas. Where am I
Ooh,
going?"
yeah.
Okay, I'm looking right now. It says that I've been at home for 2 days and 1 hour.
Oh,
I forgot I went out for coffee a few days ago, but that's only because my roommate offered to pay.
which is crazy.
I do have some
Just
free
get
drinks stocked
latched.
up, so when it gets really bad and I really just wanna jork it to some Dutch Bros, I can go get some.
You have like a weird, like, sexual thing going on with Dutch Bros, and I don't fully understand it. Like, for
Well,
somebody that's asexual, there's a lot of sexual tension between you and Dutch Bros.
I mean, I get it. Dutch Bros, sponsor us, come on, come on.
Please,
I love you so
please
much.
be our first
Please.
sponsor. All right,
Yeah,
that's enough desperate pleading for this episode. On to the next topic.
well, speaking of Dutch Bros, stuff though, they do have, like, a partner program, and I wanna
Hmm.
apply for it,
She'd be like,
whether it's for the
"We have
podcast or
podcast.
for me.
We need it for the podcast. Get it
You
for
know
the
how
podcast."
often I drink it while streaming? Come on.
I will go get Dutch Bros for the episodes if they sponsor us, is all I'm saying.
No, literally, literally. I'm
They got more
just gonna
stuff
reach out and
beside
email them.
coffee.
They do, they got, like, teas and, like, sodas, and I like their sodas. I like their blue raspberry soda with coconut milk. That shit's good.
Ooh, that sounds
You gotta get 6
amazing.
ounces, though. 6 ounces of the coconut milk is the perfect ratio,
Mm,
and you can't convince me otherwise.
okay, okay. But yeah, so I have recently applied for a new job. I still have my job, but I'm applying for a new one because your girl has back problems and degenerative disc disease. And I've had a back surgery. We all know this. And standing in one place for like 5 or 6 hours straight, not great for your back in general. When you have back problems on top of that, really not great. But I applied for a new job and it's at a hospital and it's a lot of walking around, which is fine by me because I can do the walking around. But we're all crossing our fingers, listeners, cross your fingers and toes for me, please, that I get this job because it also pays more and the benefits are better than what I have now. And I don't have shit benefits right now. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't think I've ever worked a job that provided benefits.
this is this is my first one actually, and it's
Hmm,
pretty nice. It is pretty nice. It's just physically, this job is more than my back can handle, which is crazy because I'm not sure how many of you listeners have like any kind of chronic illness. Grace and I both do, but nobody ever prepares you for how hard it can make it to work a normal job.
yeah.
Like, you're not prepared for the amount of pain. You're not prepared for the fact that sometimes your body literally just can't keep up with it. And it makes it really frustrating because you're like, this is not a hard job. Why do I feel like I'm dying?
Yeah. I am always 100% fully prepared to, like, pass out at work to make a point. I'm dead ass.
Yeah, I've had to leave work multiple times because like I just couldn't do it anymore. And I was just like, I've had to tell my manager, like, hey, I'm in so much pain physically. I have to go. I've had to leave work early to go to the urgent care so that I could get a shot of methylprednisolone in my ass cheek, which was not fun.
Hmm.
That shit hurt so bad. But also, yeah, I thought about maybe because the job that I applied for is like 7 days on, 7 days off. So, what are you doing to me?
You can see it too?
Yes.
Sorry, I thought I was only changing my layout. I'm trying to figure out how to make us squares, bro.
So, you guys obviously can't see this cuz we don't show this, but we're in our recording program right now and it shows we have our cameras on, but we're like circles in our like
Yeah,
camera view.
dude.
And she was like changing stuff around so I disappeared and then I was a little tiny circle and I got so distracted. um but yeah, so the job is 7 days on, 7 days off. And I thought about maybe being like if I get the job being like, "Hey, manager, I'm gonna be doing this other job, starting this other job, but, like, I could tell you what weeks I'm gonna have off if you wanna schedule me some shifts for those weeks, and maybe I'll just drop down to part-time."
Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
True. I mean, it'll be better than what you're doing now.
Yeah, it'll be something I'll actually be able to handle.
Yeah. So, recently, um, I have finally gotten some communication from our model mama, because me and her have the same model artist slash rigger, and she says it should be done in, like, 3 weeks. I don't know how true that is.
Mind you, her model is supposed to be done months and months and months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it was supposed to be done quite some time ago. I'm gonna reach out to her and be like, "Can you at least get my, like, normal regular model outfit for my birthday? I would like to use it for my birthday,
Yeah.
but I have
We'll see how
little
that
faith."
goes. Yeah. Um, I haven't received any kind of communication from her since December. So I'm gonna message her and be like, "Hey, just wondering what's going on with my model." Because okay, this we've talked about this a lot, but like it's hard when an artist you're working with has medical issues because there's, I think, a fine line between understanding and being able to excuse like things not getting done and then it becoming a thing where they just like, I don't even think it's a fine line, but we've been shelved many times in this process.
Yeah.
We've definitely been shelved. And as upset as I am about being shelved, I think it's even worse for Grace because she has paid for the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
I only paid a deposit.
My
I
whole
haven't
thing's been
paid for
paid.
the whole thing yet.
It's been paid
Yeah,
for months, which is good
yeah,
because I don't have any money now. I couldn't pay it if I wanted to.
yeah. But yeah, it's like it's frustrating because when you have to cancel things you wanted to do because you're expecting to have a piece of art within a certain time frame and then you don't get it. And so you keep having to push the thing back and push the thing back. And then for me, I had multiple stuff I wanted to do that I've canceled because it's taken so long to get this model. And again, still don't have it. Haven't really like heard anything from her. Um, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. And then you're like, what do I do? Because I don't want to be that person that like complains that somebody is not doing something when they obviously have other stuff going on. But we also have gotten to a point where she's like doing stuff for other people and like doing other side quests basically.
Doing her own
Um
model.
yeah, and we still don't have the things that we commissioned her for
Yeah.
last year, beginning of last year. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys have ever had any problems like that with the artist that you've worked with or if you've worked with an artist before, but you should tell us about it if you've experienced anything like it because it's incredibly frustrating.
Yeah.
Very, very frustrating.
I've noticed it's been a lot of artists recently. Like, I have not had a lot
Yeah,
of issues with artists in the past. Like, I've had a lot of really smooth
right.
sailing, and, honestly, recently, I have had a few pretty smooth sailing. Um, like, I recently got, an art raffle commission done, and that artist was brilliant. They did
Yeah,
such a good job. It was so
and they
quick.
were so
They were
fast.
so
Yeah.
responsive. Um And I haven't posted the art yet because I keep forgetting, but I will do that, and I will be tagging the artist.
As you should.
Actually, I
Yeah.
think I put it in Discord, but yeah, it was oh, I forgot that I can't change Discord. I think I put it in Discord, but, I will be tagging the artist on that, so if anyone's interested in that, I will also be tweeting it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
On her own account, not on Boba Break.
Right, yes.
We can like it and repost it on Boba Break though. so you guys can see it that way. Um, but yeah, I think the problem that I see with this, or that I foresee with this, and actually have seen, is that there's a lot of distrust for artists in general now. And I think that it's really bad too, especially when we're in a time where AI has kind of taken over like every aspect of the internet. And I I think that it's really hard for artists that are responsible and are communicative and really want to actually do the thing they're passionate about to get good clients, when there's so many other artists that have good art that are getting clients and not being good artists, not being not doing the things they should be doing, not being communicative, not getting the work done in a timely manner, not listening to the person that commissioned them. And
Yeah.
it's really sad.
Yeah. It's hard because, like, I also, like, when I message these artists, I don't wanna come off as mean or rude or anything like that,
Right.
but, like, also, come on.
And I think it's hard too because when you're literally just, and because I think that you're really nice artists even when they're screwing you over.
Yeah.
But it's hard because I feel like a lot of artists are not understanding, or not maybe processing the fact that they are somebody that is providing a service that somebody is paying for. And it's not like they're just doing art for their best friend. You are providing a service for somebody and they've paid for that service, or they've paid part of the service if you do down payments, if it's something that's going to cost a lot of money. And it is not wrong for your client to message you and be like, "Hey, we had a deadline. What is taking so long?" Or to be like, "Hey, these things that I said I wanted when we started communicating about this project, those aren't being delivered, or you're doing it incorrectly." I just It's crazy because I feel like artists think that it's an attack on them and who they are as a person, and not the fact that they are not doing what they're supposed to be as the person providing the service.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of the artist, I did just message her to see if
Mhm.
she could get one done for my birthday, at least one outfit, and she responded fast as fuck.
Damn.
She said she'd try.
Trying is better than nothing. But yeah, but also I don't want anybody to think that I'm, like, just shitting on artists in general, because again, there's a lot of really good artists, but there's also just a lot of artists that I believe are very unprofessional. And unfortunately, a lot of them, when they're called out for being unprofessional, take to Twitter and kind of do this thing. I don't want to say playing the victim. I hate using that phrase, but it's like not taking accountability and being like, "What do you guys think it's wrong that, I'm being treated this way?" And then they play it up like they're doing everything right, and that the person that they're doing work for is just being ridiculous and making demands that are crazy out there, and like XYZ. And that's not how it is 99% of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had a really hard time getting my current banner for Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that, and a lot of things ended up being wrong and had to get changed, and yeah.
It's like banging my head against a wall. One of the things that happens a lot when I get art done is my skin color changes a lot. I think artists have a really hard time because I'm not black. I'm
Yeah.
just tan, but sometimes they make me really, really, really dark. And I go,
Yeah.
"Oh." I'm like, "Oh, I don't wanna get canceled."
And usually very cool toned is what I've noticed as well. Very cool toned, very not tan.
Mhm. And I'm very, like, I'm like a warm tone, like, tanner,
Yeah,
like,
you're like a
vibe.
warm yellowy tone, not,
Yeah.
you don't have a blue undertone.
No, no.
Yeah. Which I think really is like a level of like skill and understanding color theory. But also if somebody asks for a change,
Yeah. I just,
you
like
shouldn't be like,
the problem was that I was giving changes and the artist wasn't changing it the way I asked them to.
Yeah.
And that happened recently with the D&D PNGs.
Yeah.
I I was
Or
gonna
they would change completely different stuff.
I was going fucking crazy. I was going crazy. I was like, am I, like, not describing this right? Am I am I bad at this?" But then I'd read it to people and they're like, "No, I get it." The problem was
Right.
it's an artist, so it's a VGen account, but it's one person running it for multiple artists, so there's, like, a double relay there.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it is such a first world problem to, complain about, but it
Yeah.
is, I think, something that I think more people should talk about because it's something has to give. And in a world where we very obviously, and I just want everybody to know this, very obviously are against AI, especially when it comes to art, because until it's ethical and art's not being stolen from artists that are trying to make a living, then it is fuck AI all the way through. Um, we also need artists to be responsible and to act like they are artists that have a client base
I mean,
so
honestly,
that
the best way to describe this is, like, if you go to a coffee shop and you order a mocha, and they just
mhm,
decide to give you a fucking caramel macchiato, but won't, like,
yeah,
change it, you're not ever going back to that
yeah,
shop.
because you're like, "It's not bad, but it's not what I asked for."
Mhm.
Yeah. I just I know that artists care about the fact that AI is stealing jobs away from artists. I just want specifically a lot of the artists I've seen to be more responsible, and they as much as the people that hire them have a responsibility to hire them and not rely on AI, they also have a responsibility to make it known that what they provide is something that AI can't give people,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And maybe that's a hot take, but I don't really think it is?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that that's just the way it should be, like, if you're providing a service and you get paid for said service, you can't
Yeah,
like, if you
don't
hire
half-ass it.
someone to build a pool in your backyard and they keep reaching out to you being like, "Oh, sorry, we'll have to push it back a little bit," or just, like, stop responding to you and then respond to you, like, a few weeks later being like, "Oh, sorry, we'll do it
This
now."
thing came up, yeah, yeah.
Like,
And then they, like, half start it, and you're like, "Oh my god, yes, it's gonna get done." And then they're like, "Oh, sorry, this thing came up. We'll be back in a couple weeks to work on it some more."
yeah, they,
And you're
like,
like,
dig the hole and then disappear for a month and then come back, like,
"Right,
what the fuck?
right, right, right." And you're like, "Hey, so I already paid for this. Can you just do it,
Like,
please?"
"You're not doing it, can you refund me?" "Mm, sorry, I can't afford to refund
Mm.
you.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, if I refund you, we're
Ooh.
refilling in the hole."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a predicament we are in right now.
Yeah. But,
Ugh,
honestly, I do think it'll be done by, like, April at least.
yeah. And
Mine will, I don't
also,
know about yours.
I just wanna say this, I don't think our model artist is a bad person, and she also is a really good artist. I just think that she took on more than she could handle, and I think
Mhm.
that the priorities right now just are not in the right place.
Yes,
But
she is very sweet when
yes.
she's responding to you,
Yeah.
um, and her art is amazing, and her rigging is even better, which
Yeah,
is
it's
why I'm
insane.
sticking with it. So, technically, if you have the time to wait and the patience to not get responded to sometimes, great, commission her.
Yeah, yeah.
But you should know.
She doesn't have commissions open right now, which I think is good that she doesn't have them open right now.
Yeah.
I think that she definitely does need to focus on the stuff that she took on. And again, I do think it was really unfortunate timing because she took a bunch of stuff on so that she could get verified through the site that she uses, and then she had a whole bunch of health issues. So again, it's like it's not all on her that everything's taken so long, but there are things that I think should have been done differently. But again,
Yeah.
not a bad person, not a bad artist, and it's just our own personal frustrations and venting about this
Yeah,
situation.
and she's gotten through, like, a really good chunk of it. You know,
Yeah.
me and Zara's model are the only ones left, other than one
Yeah.
other model that is rig only, not the art.
Yeah.
And then just some other, like, small bits that she's commissioned. And honestly, I as much as frustrating as it is, I can't complain too much because I got, like, a cheaper version of her models because she was trying to get verified.
Mhm.
I only paid, like, 600 after the refunds for
Yeah.
being late, which is not bad considering my last model, which, by the way, I lost the fucking file for, was over $2,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so we did get a good deal. It's just that we haven't received the stuff yet, you know?
Yeah.
But again, the whole rant is not just specifically about that artist. It's just about like the commissioning process as a whole as of lately.
Yeah, it's just frustrating sometimes. And
Yeah,
honestly, she's doing a good job
that's true.
with compensation. She's also
Mhm.
doing chibi models, and they're very cute. And at this point, if I can get my old model back, Midas suggested this, and I think it'd be really funny if I send one of those files to each of my friends and we play a four-player game and it's all me on screen.
God
Just
damn it.
different forms of myself.
Yeah, and they use like the like customizable one too. Somebody would use that one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could get all 5. Yeah, and it's just all me
Yeah.
on screen.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god. That would be great.
Yeah. From the beginning, Midas was like, "Me and you should play a game when you get your new model, and I'll use your old model." I was like, "That's really fucking funny."
And then I'll
Yes.
use the chibi model.
But the thing is, everyone who's using the models has to pretend to be me. That's the
Yeah.
it's impersonations all around. That's the only way
Hey,
we're gonna
I
get through
can make some fuck ass sounds while we're playing a game.
it. That's the extent of making impersonating me, is fuck ass sounds.
Yeah. That's like 90% of your TikToks.
You're so right. You're so right. I wanna start doing more TikToks that are like, interactions with chat because I know that some of y'all are fucked for the shit you say in my chat.
Yeah. Oh my god, speaking of chat, we have to talk about this before we leave, guys. So
Mhm,
I do this thing where even if I don't have the game, if I go into her chat and she's like playing a game with other people and I'm not there, then I'm like, wow, you're playing this and you didn't even invite me. And it's like, we're best friends. I'm just fucking with her. But there are people in her chat that I guess somehow don't know, even though they watch her, that
mhm.
we're best friends. And so then they message her and they're like, hey, are you okay? Because this person keeps coming into your chat and like I could say something to them.
It's because it was the person who had followed me kind of after you kinda got busy. And
Yeah.
so, the only thing that they knew about you was you coming in and saying, "Why wasn't I invited?" And then the one time you told me to die in game during a challenge. That's all they knew of you, and they thought you were the biggest asshole. They messaged me, they were like, "Are you safe at home?" And I was like, "Yes."
This isn't another situation of the person we used to know. This is the playful banter, okay? I
Yeah, yeah,
promise.
yeah, yeah.
Like I have no ill will. When I came in the other day for the game, you weren't even playing. It was literally just to fuck around.
I know, the other
Like
day, you were like, "Why wasn't I invited?" And I went, "Girl, you don't even have the fucking game. What? The game she doesn't even own?"
I do want to play it one day.
I mean, I
And
think
I
you'll
will
like
be
it.
getting it as soon as I have the money. I've been wanting to play it for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if any of you watch emo and you think that I am just being a dick to her, I promise I am, but like it's all in good fun. It's
I
not
am being a dick,
there's
you're
no
not
bad blood,
delusional, but we're good.
but it's okay. We're good. We're fine.
I've just become, like, the target to bully in the friend group recently, and I think the reason is because I take it so well, I don't get offended unless you
Mhm.
cross certain lines. Because,
Yeah.
like, if we did the same thing to, like, Jingles that everyone does to me, she would lose it and she would just block all of us.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
like, if we did it to, like, Toby, he would fucking hate us. Or if we did it to
Yeah.
Midas, I think he would just, like, leave the friend group. 'cause
Yeah, I
they
think
wail
so.
on me, and watching, like, Jingles' recent video today, I'm like, "Damn, it happens a lot." A lot, a lot.
Yeah. I think the thing is too, like, if it bothered you and you're like, "Hey, guys, I'm not cool with that," then people would stop too.
Yeah,
It's not like people are like, don't care, in the friend group. It's
yeah.
just there's always that one really bullyable friend.
I think my reactions are just too good too.
Yeah, take it like a champ.
Yeah. I mean, because usually they're funny, they're not, like,
Yeah, it's
mean
not
or,
like
like
just vindictive.
yeah. And, like, I know that they don't mean it entirely, although I did get a
Yeah.
message today. I got a message from one of my friends, and I'm not gonna name names, who said, "Have you ever noticed how little you relate to your first name?" And I went, "What?" And he went, "Grace." I was like, "You're
Was
so
it Midas?
funny." No, it wasn't.
Oh,
And
I'm
I
surprised.
was like, "That's funny because that is an ongoing joke in my family." Everyone's like, "Ah, ha, ha, they jinxed you by naming you Grace because 'cause you're so ungraceful." And I'm just like, people outside the family are picking that up. That's crazy. That's crazy. But, like, also, why were you thinking about my first name? It was so
Hey,
interesting.
sometimes it's just like that, man.
No, that's real. I mean, they're right, but I didn't expect to hear it on a random fucking Saturday.
I think the good thing too, though, is that, like, I feel like if people didn't consider you a good enough friend, it definitely wouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to be like, hey, if your friends bully you, it means they love you. But like,
It's like, boys in elementary school with the girls they have crushes on.
yeah, kind of. Yeah,
They just can't
yeah,
help but bully it. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I love our friend group though. It's nice. I think we've had some ups and downs with our friend group, but I think we have a really good group of friends right now.
I think so too. I think so too.
Yeah. Like there's been some like, I don't want to say drama, but there's been like some, things where we've been like, okay, maybe don't do that. But it hasn't been bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming to this episode, guys. We still don't have an outro. We still haven't worked on that. We will eventually, but like always, don't say that. We will work on it eventually. Just mouthing no, we won't. Um, but like always, if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about at all, you can always email it to us. What's the email, Pookie?
Podcast.boba.break@gmail.com.
Yes, you can email it to us. We also don't have to talk about it on the podcast. If you just want us to be able to spill some tea with each other and just talk about it, we can even email you back if you want. It could be just a little gossip sesh. That's totally fine. We also have other social media. Pookie, take it away.
We have a Twitter, which is at boba_break. And then we have a Blue Sky, which is at boba break podcast.bsky.social. And then we have an Instagram, which is,
Boba_break_podcast.
and those are all of our socials. Yes.
Yeah. And we would like to start posting on TikTok as well because that would be very fun.
Yes. Yes. Especially because I want to get emotes of our real life selves so that we can do,
Yes, that would be so funny. Yes.
yeah. Whenever I have money again, we'll see.
See. I also want to do like some really short like animations of like funny bits of our podcast. So
I have
that
somebody
would be
for
really
that. I
fun.
have somebody for that.
That's true. That is true.
And then one last thing, really quickly, is that this background was done by our good friend Needy. I will
Yes.
put Needy's at in the description on the YouTube video and on the Spotify episode because I figured out how to do
Yeah.
that. I figured out how to link things on Spotify.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and we'll see you in the next episode.
Have a good rest of your guys' day. Bye.
Bye.